This is cut 4, the 25 best Duke headlines of all time, plus assorted news stories we just kind of threw in for fun.
Hello, this is Jay Leno, right here in KDF, asking you to listen to the annoying Duke of News coming up next.
What's going on outside of the real world? Here's the Duke of News.
37 degrees, going to be partly sunny and up to 58 today. His first sexual experience was with a food dish. Panties that smell like seaweed. Topless women, beer guzzlers, and muggers. Mule kicks governor on nose. Joan Collins surrounded by killer pigs. Dolly Parton ran naked around her limo. Pete Townsend goes down.
Oh, no.
Bristol Myers will make no more breasts. Hey, he stomped his feet until the warden let him have his lipstick. And after the Brady Bunch was canceled, he called her up for a quickie. He was arrested for doing that Pee Wee Herman thing with a dolphin.
Alive dolphins? Or like Dan Marino?
Madonna impregnated by Jelly Bean. Woman claims United Parcel Service gave her herpes. He was arrested after shooting at hostile aircraft over Harding Mall. He pulled it out and showed it to the jury. He hit him with a chair, and the polar bear jumped out the bedroom window. Preparation H laced with explosives.
Hate when that happens.
Ouch. He was handcuffed to the toilet wearing a cute little French maid's outfit.
That's how they're going to find me someday.
Arrested for having a paper clip in his butt.
Oh, my.
Batman causing renewed interest in butt pads. Give me $75 and we'll both get naked.
Okay.
A good place to take a leak. He underwent surgery to remove the drill bit. 3 faulty penile implants in a row.
Bad weekend, huh?
A Hickman County man left impotent when he was shot during a robbery has complained in a circuit court lawsuit that he received 3 faulty penile implants in a row. Danny Nolan of Lyles said in a lawsuit that he had Uniflate 1000 penile prosthesis implanted by doctors in 1988, 1989, and 1991, but each of them, he said, was defective.
What do they call it again? The Uniflate?
The Uniflate 1000.
Got that 1000 model.
Yeah.
It's got 14 pounds of torque per square inch on that.
Another one
that Uniflate 1000, it'll do you good. Really, you get 10,000 miles on that, I promise you.
Another one called the Mentor Mark III.
The Mentor Mark III. But I tell you, that Uniflate 1000, much better than the Mark. As your penile implants go, your Uniflate 1000, that's your primo implant right there. The Mark 1000, it's good on short trips. If you're going for the long haul, you really got to have that Uniflate 1000. It won't let you down.
He got it stuck in a barbell weight. In Wichita, Kansas, emergency room attendants surprised by a visit from a man who had a 7.5-pound barbell weight stuck on his penis.
7.5 pounds?
Yeah.
Well, that's all.
The man said he had wondered if his appendage would fit through the weight. It did. After becoming erect, it wouldn't come out. 12 hours later.
Why couldn't he get unerect?
Yeah, I don't know. 12 hours later, the fire department gave up on using bolt cutters to separate the two. A urologist was called in to make an incision.
Oh, no.
Metro teacher hurls at students.
I'm traffic jam.
He's gonna hurl! I think he's gonna hurl!
The White House says President Bush will have no comments for reporters before he goes to Knoxville and Oak Ridge later today. This visit, described as non-political, comes one day after a surprisingly narrow victory over Pat Buchanan in the New Hampshire primary. Paul Song is the leader among the Democrats. Bill Clinton came in second. He was all smiles and proclaimed himself the comeback kid.
Yeah, at least you got one of those words right. I don't know about the back part. He's certainly been the come kid.
A Metro substitute teacher may be arrested today after police say he lost it Friday and hurled chairs at unruly students at McKissick Middle School.
I thought he spewed on him.
No. Metro police say they think he was having a hard day.
He hurled chairs at him?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this guy on television, actually.
James Paxman reportedly became frustrated Friday when the students in McKissick would not color quietly. He then hurled one of several chairs at students, causing them to stampede from the room.
Your crayons are squeaking! I can't hear! I can't stand it! I saw this guy on television Friday on Channel 2 had this story. And he's like pleading insanity or something. He's not denying any of this. He's on there saying, yeah, I did it, so. I swear to God, he's like saying, he goes, yeah, they're driving me crazy. They wouldn't shut up, so I threw a couple chairs. That's all. I swear to God, that's what he's doing. Like, well, duh. I threw some chairs. Big woo. I swear to God, that's what he's saying. And I would have said to this guy, hey, look, hey, buddy, you're not going to get away with this insanity defense. Look at Dahmer. If you took a chair, cut a kid in half, and ate him, you still couldn't get off.
89% of women and 77% of men would tell people if they had a smudged face. 61% of women and 53% of men would tell people if they had food stuck between their teeth. 22% of women and 14% of men would tell people if they had dandruff.
Yeah. But where's BO figure into that? That's a tough one. They don't ask that question. That's no problem telling somebody, hey, you got a little stuff stuck between your teeth. No big deal. How do you begin to come to somebody and say, look, you really smell?
I had to do that once.
You had to do that once?
Yeah.
To whom?
It was our ex-roommate.
An ex-roommate?
It was tough. It was hard to tell him.
Did he have difficult body odor?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very difficult. When I was living with Coyote McLeod.
Oh, come on.
I was in the same apartment with Coyote McLeod.
What year was that?
1974.
1974.
Yeah.
Duke,
living with Mike Bohan, Coyote McLeod, and this other unnamed person who's also in broadcast. I'm not going to name the person.
Come on. No, come on, Duke.
I can't do it.
Duke.
I can't do it.
Come on, tell us who in broadcast
I can't do it.
had such bad body odor
can't do it,
that you had to tell them. Come on.
I can't do it, but he loves
Duke.
I can't do it.
Duke. Give us a hint.
He loves life. According
what that means.
According to the Globe.
What a sort of bohemian life that must have been for 1974. Duke, Coyote McLeod, Mike Bohan, and an unnamed person with bad BO all living into the same apartment.
Boy, don't you know we had the women in and out of there. I don't think so.
Between you and Bohan, at least. Not to mention Coyote's prowess.
Yeah, Mike and I were lovers.
Shut up. You're going to get him mad at you like the last time.
We were lovers.
Here.
Breezy, mild, scattered showers
Who
today.
was it? Who was the fourth guy with BO? I'm going to make a couple of guesses here, okay?
All right.
All right. Now, this is a broadcaster, at the time a Nashville broadcaster. Was it Bob Lobertini? Did you guys live with him?
No, we didn't.
Boyce Hawkins?
Why did you pick those two?
Teddy Bart? Did you live with Teddy Bart?
No, I wanted to. I always wanted to live with Teddy.
Bud Hettinger? Could have been Bud?
No. There's no room for Bud.
Judd Collins?
Could have been Judd.
Okay, all right, here's my final
In fact,
guess.
we're the ones who told Judd that he needed to wear some hair. We told him that. We said, you look better with hair. So he added it. He added some hair to his routine.
All right. So my final guess for who was it that had BO that you had to confront that day was Elaine Gannick. No? Wasn't her.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't.
All right.
No.
I was just guessing.
All good guesses, though.
So how did you do this? I mean, how did you confront this BO person? Did you, like, sit in a circle? Did you all gang up them together?
I made Mike do it.
You made Bohan do it?
Yeah.
Now, would Bohan, like...
I threatened to take away Bohan's Twinkies. If you don't tell him.
So...
I was going to lock his Twinkies up.
Did you, like, did Bohan, like, knock this person on the ground and then sit on their chest and say, hey, you smell? Or did
No, he was very diplomatic about it. And
did he, like, leave deodorant around, or was there...
No, he just told him straight out. He said, we have a little problem here.
There's 5 of us living in a one-bedroom apartment, and you stink.
With one bed.
Well, yeah. You know how I like those big-legged men. That's why I chose Mike to be my lover.
You
You could have cut that out.
I could have slept with Coyote on the couch, but no, I chose Mike.
If you keep this thing about you and Bohan being lovers, Dan McDaniel's never going to let that guy alone.